Welcome everybody. Church of Hot Sauce on this wonderful Sunday morning. We're here today. We're going to sample some hot sauces as always. We talk about some upcoming events in the pepper community, as well as we're going to be talking about a little bit of life and what opportunity is and what to do when it comes knocking at your door. So join me today as we take this little stroll. Again, I hope everybody's having a wonderful Sunday. It's a little cold out here in Georgia, but I'm sure it's a little cold everywhere right now with what time of year we're in. All right. Got a couple of things. I got some snacks sent to me by Heat from the Hammer, I apologize. And we've got some sauces from Capsaicin Cartel, Creature Sauce Co., as well as a tincture from Creature Sauce Co. That we'll be trying today. A couple upcoming events in the pepper community. Keep an eye out on Hulu and Disney Plus for the Pepper Show. Off the top of my head, I can't remember what it's called, but it's you'll know when you see it. It's advertised all over the place. It'll be debuting on the 22nd, which is National Hot Sauce Day. Yeah, Hulu and Disney did their marketing right with that one. It's got so many people. Finally, now the trailer's out, so it's got like Troy Primo, Farmer J, KTB Saucy, Katie Prettyman, Brandon Collins, Midge. The list goes on and on. Jimmy Pickles. It really is. There's so many people. Liella Baumgartner. There's so many amazing people in this. Many people getting featured. It's amazing. Please go check it out. The more that this gets seen, the more opportunity there is for them to do a second installment of it, another 10 episodes. So please go check it out. Me personally, I've always been part of the Primo Army, and especially, I don't know for sure, but given the context that the trailer is giving, I think a lot of us are finally going to hear the full story of his side of what happened with the Reaper Pepper and the that whole debacle. So that's super exciting in my opinion, and I cannot wait to hear that man shout from the rooftops that was his. So look forward to seeing that, and look forward to seeing a lot of my friends in there. It's very exciting to see that happen, and it's always cool. To get a spotlight on the pepper community, it's very, very cool. It's very exciting, and a lot of us work really hard. This is a lot of our passion projects, so to get a spotlight is pretty cool. All right. April 13th, Tampa. If you can make it out, it's going to be crazy. Again, I'm not going to say more names that are going to be there besides myself, but I for sure will be there. Once League of Fire puts out the poster, we'll talk more about that. Maybe we'll have some contestants on here for our first ever guests. I don't know. But that'll be super exciting. A lot of great people and heavy hitters are going to be in that belt match. Me personally, I will not be leaving Florida without a belt. So if you're watching this now and you plan on being there in Tampa for that belt match, you watch out. All right. Let's try some sauces, shall we? What do y'all think of my background music? I think it's kind of nichey and I like it. Little bit of gospel music, instrumental with saxophone and all that good stuff. Works, right? I'm going for that like public access show kind of vibe. I like it. So all right, First off on our sauces, we got Creature Sauce Co.'s Swamp Thing. And as always, love the artwork there, Midge. Creature Sauce Co. Swamp Thing. Look at that little swamp thing. On the ingredients list, we got tomatillos, apple cider vinegar, water, onions, olive oil, cilantro, jalapenos, peppers, serranos, lime juice, garlic, and salt. It just says raw, comma. So I don't know what raw is, but I'm sure it's delicious. Then we're going to give it a little Taylor Swift. Shake it up. Shake it up. The consistency looks amazing on this, by the way. Ooh. That smells yummy. Right away, you're getting the tomatillos. Tomatillos are, if you've never had them, they're kind of like a green tomato. I think that's the best way I could describe that kind of flavor essence that it's got going on. It's like an unripened tomato, but like a little bit more rustic. So it's got a little bit more like flair to it than you would find in a green tomato. You can definitely tell that cilantro's coming through as well. Okay, we're going to get a big old spoon helping of that. Great consistency. Not chunky, but you can definitely tell there's texture in there, which is great. So you're getting like bits of cilantro, peppers, pepper seeds. I've never been one to filter out my seeds when making a sauce. Some people do that, some people don't. I've never been one to mind. There's a lot of heat in those seeds, so bring it, is what I always say. Goes right from the tomatillo side, that almost creaminess about it, natural creaminess that it brings, right into the jalapeno, and then right into the finish of the lime juice on your palate. Fantastic flavor. Pretty mild. This is what you would call a table sauce. You could have this chilling, in your breakfast nook to have with any meal. Really any meal, to be really honest with you. What's up, Farmer Jay? Yeah, the rusticness of that tomatillo in Swamp Thing. That's absolutely phenomenal. I'd easily give this sauce, this is easily going to be, especially for a table sauce, it's going to be a 9 out of 10. It's a great flavor profile. It's something where, I mean, like, you can chug this bad boy. It's that good. It's subtle, but flavorful at the same time. You get a little bit of that vinegar flavor, but it's not too overpowering to where a lot of people don't have, they don't like the overall sensation that like a vinegar-based sauce gives, because sometimes that vinegar flavor is a little too overpowering. It's not the case with this. It helps envelop the course of all the flavors. So check that out. Creature Sauce Co. Swamp Thing. Swamp Thing. It's a great sauce. Speaking of Creature Sauce Co. What's up, Jim? What's up, Sip Chomper? Next we got another sauce from Creature Sauce Co. And it's going to be Abby Normal. Abby Normal. So for all of those Young Frankenstein fans, fantastic artwork. I don't know if we can pick that up very well, but it's what's that director's name? I can't think of it. It's not Mel Brooks. Yeah, Mel Brooks. Okay, so Frankenstein, Mel Brooks. It's got the character Igor in there. Let's open this bad boy up. Give it a try. May the spice be with you, Brother Steven. And also with you. All right. Let's get this going. See what the smell profile is like. Oh my. Let's go over the ingredient list real quick. Cranberries. Number one ingredient. Anytime you're looking at an ingredient list, the first ingredient's going to be the thing that has the most in that product. So the fact that there's so many cranberries in here, yes please. Cranberries, onions, olive oil, peaches, canned heavy syrup, apple cider vinegar, water, honey, sugar, habanero peppers, lime juice, garlic, ginger, pumpkin pie spice, salt, lime. Zest. That sounds amazing. I always like it when there's a new plethora of flavors going on, especially when you got new flavor profiles going on. Recently, we've seen stuff from High Desert Sauce Company and from Capsaicin Cartel that I reviewed on here, where they're using ingredients that don't get used very often, and why not? Let's have some fun with some stuff. Let's bring some new flavor profiles instead of just having the same old Verde. Not that there's anything wrong with having a Verde, but it's always cool to have a new, different flavor profile going on. For those that don't know, Creature Sauce Co. came out with this right before Thanksgiving, so this was supposed to be like a Thanksgiving special edition sauce. That's awesome. I love it when creators do stuff like that. Right away, you smell like almost like almost like a compote consistency, like a smell of cinnamon, cranberries. You get a little peaches in that smell. That is very interesting. Definitely like a dessert style sauce, or just over some delicious cooked salty meat like some ham or some turkey, you know. Consistency is really nice. It's not overly blended. There's still some kind of texture to it. Again, I'll say it. I'll say it every episode. I love a good consistency in a sauce to where it's not fully pureed, but yet it's not like fully chunky either. Oh, this is a game changer, guys. Let's get some of that consistency in that. Look at that. Look at that. So right away, there's the kick of the pepper. Okay. You get that, the cranberry it's the star of the show, for sure. Okay. But, wow, you're getting the peaches. You're definitely getting the lime juice and stuff is absolutely, like, you can almost not taste the habanero, which is crazy because, like, in a habanero sauce, like, habaneros usually are overpowering, in my opinion. Usually you have to add a lot of different flavors and leveling of flavors to not like just have that be the star of the show, even if it's not the most product that's gone into that sauce. You really just get that reminds me of Thanksgiving. Like that reminds me of holidays, and because of like almost that like that star anise or that cinnamon aspect to it on top of that cranberry flavor. But you do in the back of your palate, not necessarily in your throat, but in the back part of your tongue, you get a nice little Jedi burn going on, you know, nice little envelopment of heat from the habanero, but not an overpowering habanero flavor from it. That's really nice. Put that on some vanilla bean ice cream. put that on some salty meat. Oh man, imagine doing this on some ribs, doing like a reduction on some pork or beef ribs, and doing a glaze or something. Oh my god, game changer. And a special edition sauce from Creature Sauce Co. for Thanksgiving, Abby Normal. This is a nice little 8.2 out of 10. This is a very unique sauce with many uses that you could use it for, but that is absolutely decadent. Very different. And like people in the spicy community, we're all pretty different people, so different is always good. Next up, we're going to be trying another sauce from Capsaicin Cartel, which is a producer out of Canada, if you haven't watched previous episodes. And we're going to be doing the Antivirus 19 hot sauce from Capsaicin Cartel. It's got the little old school 1900s doctor guy on there. I believe the sauce is the 2021 YOW award winner for first place for the medium category. So we got an award-winning sauce going on right here up in Canada, eh? So let's see what we got going on. We got tomato paste, red bell peppers, carrots, garlic, shallots, celery, olive oil, chili sauce, super hot pepper mix, which includes Trinidad Moruga scorpions, Jay's peach scorpion, 7-pot yellow bubblegum, cayenne, and assorted chilies. Oyster sauce, keycap mayonnaise, apple cider vinegar, maple syrup, ginger, curry, salt, and pepper. My goodness, that is a mouthful. And hopefully this sauce will be too. We got Antivirus 19 award-winning sauce by Capsaicin Cartel. This should be good. I'm going to go ahead and cleanse my palate here a little bit. Yum, yum. All right. Let's see what we got going on here for this one. I have yet to have a bad sauce from Capsaicin Cartel. So, pretty excited about this. I have their Beast sauce, which is like a special edition sauce, where it's supposed to be like 64 Reapers per bottle. It's a buffalo style sauce. I don't know if I want to open that one. It's like there was only 64 bottles made, but I feel like I kind of have to. Working on a wing show with Chili Dean and P. Scott. If you guys don't know who those individuals are, P. Scott's not really in the chili community, but he's a good friend. And they want to do like a wing off, like hot ones. So I might just save that. If I do end up opening it, I might just end up saving that for that show. So we're going to give this a Taylor Swift. We're going to shake it up. Shake it up. See what we got going on smell-wise. Come on. Sometimes with a good thick sauce, you get a little bit of a cap going on the top, even after you shake it. Just because of the suction that's going on in the bottle. Oh. That keycap mayonnaise, which is like a spice blend, that's... Wow. You definitely get like a mirepoix essence about it in the smell, which for those that don't know that aren't in the cooking field, mirepoix is like the Holy Trinity. It's celery, carrots, and onions, and it's pretty much, if you want to make a good soup, a good base for pretty much anything like soup related, you're using mirepoix. And we're gonna use a French terminology because it's from Canada, eh? Yeah, that's definitely interesting. Plus, that shallots gives it a real sharpness. I love using shallots when available, when they're actually like, I don't want to say the word ripe, but when they're larger and not smaller, so that you get a full flavor profile instead of too tart of a flavor going on. It doesn't smell hot. It just smells really good. I don't smell any heat, like any pepper essence in this one whatsoever. So this boy is gonna be thick. We're gonna. Does it come out here? Yeah, this is a thick boy. Hoping the whole bottle doesn't just come out. Okay, that should be good. So it looks like we got a nice thick consistency. That maple syrup caramelized, I'm sure, is what gives that a little bit of that. Well, that's interesting. Definitely, again, that Mirepoix tomato paste. Not bitterness from that tomato paste by any means. That's really interesting. What am I picking up there? The olive oil definitely helps it envelop your palate really well. It's got to be the maple syrup and the ginger. So you get this really nice, again, that Mirepoix flavor. Come on. Okay, now we got a nice big old, look at that chunk. Yeah. So that Mirepoix with the tomato puree, the nice almost caramelized reduction with the maple syrup. The super hots are there, but they're not. It's really nice because it's almost like the peppers are doing a dance on your tongue because you're getting hit in so many different spots on your palate because different things hit your palates in different spots. Your bitter, sweet, all the different flavor profiles hit different spots on your palate, and it's cool because the heat. It's like a nice little blanket on your tongue. It's not. It's there's a little bit of a build to it. It's definitely hitting the back portion of my tongue a little bit more. But it's a nice envelopment throughout, even with that big chunk that I just put in my mouth. Great consistency, great flavor. That's a nice 8 out of 10. Nothing wrong with that one whatsoever. Roasted vegetables. If you wanted to add this to a soup to give it a nice flavor profile to start, like say when you're reducing your Mirepoix and roasting that off with a little bit of garlic. Hi, Alexandria. Go with that Mirepoix. Give this a little bit in there, along with some tomato paste of your own. If you're making a vegetable-based sauce or what have you, a couple bouillon cubes. Yeah, this is good. This is really nice. Definitely a very, very unique flavor. Yeah, one that I definitely can't say that I've had before as far as a flavor profile is concerned with the sauce. Antivirus 19, again, that must be why it's an award winner. Canada. Capsaicin Cartel, hit them up if you want to try a bottle. I had a producer, another Canadian producer, hit me up and sent me a whole, and also with you, sent me a whole bunch of their products. So we will actually be doing an episode maybe next week. I don't know. I might be going to Arizona for the next couple weeks to go help out a friend make some sauce. So I'll keep you guys posted about that. But Heat from the Hammer. This is one of the things that they sent me. And they are hot cheese bites. Armageddon Unleashed. Heat from above. Hot cheese bites. So kind of excited about these. Who doesn't love cheese? I mean, I'm lactose intolerant, but I don't care. I can't even tell you guys how much milk I drink. Like, not even just for challenges and stuff, but like, there's a gallon of milk sitting in the fridge. There's no way it's lasting 3 days. Like, end of the 3 days, that gallon of milk is gone, and only 2% for big guy here. So, let's see what we got going on. Let me cleanse the palate a little bit. It's a coffee kind of day. It's cold outside, and I'm not usually a big coffee drinker, but when it's cold outside, nothing better than a nice cup of joe. Oh, man. Yes, please. Cheese Krispies. I mean, it smells like cheese. And there's not a whole lot else to describe that as. Let's see what we got going on. Nice crunch. Nice flavor. What kind of cheese are they using? It's cheddar. Okay. There's a little bit of heat, but it's not too crazy. They're not too crazy, which is dangerous because that means that if I sit down with, thank God the bags are only this big, because if I sat down with a big bag, that I'm eating all of it. There's no doubts about it. It's like when I get out a pint of ice cream, I'm throwing that lid away right away. I'm eating that pint of ice cream. I don't know about anybody else. I've never put a pint of ice cream back in the freezer. Very delicious. Very yummy. Great snack. Nice little bit of heat. Nothing too crazy. Again, heat from the hammer. Give me these guys right here. Excuse me. For a spicy snack, that's a 10 out of 10. That's a tenner. Nothing wrong with that. That's a tenner for sure. It's not too oily. It's well cooked. It's not burnt. There's no bitterness to it. Get you some. All right. What's up, Brandon? May the spice be with you. Last but not least, we're going to do some tincture this morning. I'm going to cleanse my palate again. Now, I should have done this when I still had some eggnog. But this is a tincture from the gentleman who makes Creature Sauce, Mr. Eric Midge Wellbaum. And he made, let me see if I can get the picture better. Are you serious, Clark? Oh my gosh, why? Christmas Vacation. If you haven't seen that movie, I do not know what you are doing with your life, but go see that movie. Go watch that movie. Even if it's not Christmas time. It's hilarious. That's some classic slapstick, good old-fashioned comedy. And for those of you that don't know about tincture, this is how you fill up a tincture the full way. We're going to do a Robbie, because that's what we do. Hopefully it's not too crazy so that I'm not dying here. Might be a little crazy. But that's what we do here. We do crazy things. Oh my God, straight up smells like eggnog. Just straight up. All right. Bear with me if I do start coughing or what have you, because it is a little strong. It's all good. Here we go. May the spice be with you. Noggy, noggy, nog, nog. That straight up tastes like eggnog. There's a little bit of a perfuminess to it that's interesting. For those of you that don't know, tincture is a concentrated form of capsaicin, and it's definitely another little level of the heat game, if you will. I'd probably give that scale of heat. I'd probably give that a nice little. Nice little 3.5. Not getting the heat hiccups or nothing like that, but I got my nose to run a little bit, so it's definitely hot. Delicious. Well, get my composure a little bit, and then we'll get on to our pepper sermon here. That's key. It's still building. Now it's up to a 4. Spice is nice. It's a good tincture. It's a solid 8. It's a solid 8 out of 10. That's just, it's still building. Capsaicin. That's the one we're going to give a, oh, that's hot. You can tell a good tincture when like it hits the top of your palate first. And after you think it's got away, it hits the bottom of your tongue. Anybody that does tincture, if you want to up your game, do a full Robbie underneath your tongue and tell me that doesn't double it. Yeah, I'm getting lit up. That's nice, Eric. Wow. All right. So, I want to talk a little bit about opportunity. Opportunity and what we're given as far as opportunities go in life, it's pretty crazy. I mean, life is a journey. You can't have ups without having downs. You can't have light without the dark. You wouldn't have the guy up above without the guy down below. It's all about a duality. And with circumstances, as far as opportunity, you really have to take them when you can get them. What might seem like a small opportunity might turn into something that changes your life. You just don't really know. So it's important that if you do get a chance at an opportunity, you don't let anybody stand in the way of opportunity. I know I've learned that lesson very hard in the last year and a half. I left a relationship with somebody who stood in the way a lot of opportunities. And I'm not putting the full blame on them, because that's my own fault for not seeing those opportunities as what they were and continuing to go with them. That's on me as well. And it's important to take responsibility for that. But opportunities in life is so short and finite. So when you have an opportunity in front of you, you need to take it. Right now, I got offered a job beginning of December, and I've been waiting on a background check to come back 5 weeks now. Now, my background is squeaky clean. I've worked at an airport before behind security, so I've had FBI background checks done on me. I don't even have a parking ticket. But I haven't been able to make money. So, as amazing and wonderful as this community is, I had a friend of mine that is fairly decently sized producer of hot sauce contacted me and said, hey, I need some help in the kitchen. Fly you out to Arizona, take care of you. You help me out, I'll help you out. I've never been to this particular part of Arizona. I plan on scaling up my own production of hot sauce out here in Georgia. So, in going and helping this gentleman, I'd be learning a lot about how to scale my own production. I'd be learning a lot about how to use this equipment, suppliers, all that jazz that goes into it. So, depending on what word I get back from Monday when I contact my new employer and telling them, hey, if you don't hear back from me, I'm going to give you 2 weeks and I can start from there, so I can go take this opportunity as well. Because there's nothing, I'm not in a relationship. There's nothing stopping me. There's no reason I can't take this opportunity and run with it, better myself for the future, and also help out a friend. Which, I mean, that's if you can get an opportunity and help out a friend at the same time. That's the best, right? We're all just trying to get by in this world, so and anytime you can help a friend out, that's a beautiful thing. So my message to you is, take opportunity when it comes to you, and opportunity can be scary. It's not always going to seem like butterflies and rainbows, but know that when he gives you an opportunity and puts it in front of you, you got to answer that door sometimes. Sometimes it's not going to be easy, but if you give him a little trust, he's going to show you the right way to go. So I want my charge to the viewers today is look at opportunity when it's thrown at you, and don't hesitate, because the worst thing you can do in life is live with regret. So take that opportunity when it comes to you, when somebody knocks at the door, when something good knocks at the door, and you got to put a little bit of effort in, and it's going to better your life in some way, shape, or form. Answer that call, and you're going to be better for it. As a person who can take chances, and hopefully something that betters your life and the quality of life that you have down the road. Well, guys, it's about that time. I really appreciate everybody stopping in today. Love every single one of you. Catch us next week. May the spice be with you, and also with you. Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Pepper Bay out.